Good morning, welcome to another weekly vlog. I am just quickly coming on it. We've done something a little bit different today. I'm going to show you a very quick get ready with me because it is Saturday. I am fully aware that I haven't done any filming this week and I am going to a family party this afternoon. So I'm having to get ready for that. So I've tried to style my hair. Don't laugh at my attempts because I'm no hairstylist. So you have got today a small snippet of me attempting to style my hair in two different ways because the first time it went wrong, and then my makeup routine, which I do really simple, really quick, 5 minutes, because ain't nobody got time for messing around with makeup in this house. It's literally just very basic, and don't come at me if anything's wrong because I am not a makeup artist. I just wing it as I do with the rest of life. So with that being said, I'm going to try and make some little snippets of what's going on today. So I have made some bread rolls because we're not doing the traditional Easter dinner because it's actually prior to Easter. So when you see this, Easter will have just happened, but this is the Saturday before Easter. So I think my mum has made a couple of joints of meat. So we've got pork and beef. I've made the tea cakes. The kids are having a competition for making desserts. So Delilah's participated and Ewan decided not to. And the kids have had a pretty good first week off. We had a bit of a down day yesterday because the weather was miserable and everyone was just exhausted because we've had a week of bad sleep with Ewan. This week he's been getting up at 2 or 3 and then coming into our bedroom, so it's disturbing our sleep. On Thursday night, he went to bed as normal, but he was shifting about so much so I couldn't settle. He got up at 3 and went to the bathroom, and then he got in our bed and kicked me out, so literally probably had about 2 hours sleep on Thursday. So yesterday we were just so lethargic. And yeah, we didn't really want to do much, so we didn't do too much. Carried on with the usual jobs and got on with the day, but that was it. Today we have had a lazy morning and we're just about to have a little bit of a tidy round. I have showered myself and done my hair, as I've said, or attempted, so don't laugh because it's definitely not a professional job. I am about to throw the kids in the shower and do the same for them. And then this afternoon we're going to go and enjoy a little family gathering, which will be the last of a tradition because generally, or has been since my very first niece was born, we have got together at my mum's house on Easter Sunday and had a little family party, and we did that twice a year. We did it on Christmas Eve every year and we did it on Easter Sunday every year without fail. This year's a little bit different. My brother can't make it, he's got other plans, but there will be me and my family and then my stepsister and her family, and I think my stepbrother's coming, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'll have to remember to take his birthday card as well because I am an idiot and I forgot to give him his birthday card. So got to sort that out. I've also got to get everything kind of ready and packed in the car to go. Not that it's far away, but it's easy to forget things. Yeah, we are just getting on with Easter weekend now, so I hope you are having an incredibly lovely Easter holiday and I hope that you have the best Easter weekend ever. This vlog is going to be slightly shorter than normal because I'm very aware that I haven't filmed anything in the week because I've been busy getting on with it and getting them outside and visiting people as well, and obviously I've got to be respectful of who does and doesn't want to be filmed. So I have seen most of my immediate family this week. I've seen grandma obviously every day, I've seen my mum, I've seen my dad, and today we get to see a little bit of the extended family, which is lovely. And then tomorrow I'm cooking dinner, so I might do a few clips of that today and show you how we're spending our Easter Sunday because it's the first year I have cooked for my dad because I don't normally get the opportunity. I am with my mum's side of the family, but I'm gonna make I'm making lamb shanks basically, and it's not something I've ever done before. We're going to do lamb shanks in a mint gravy, so we're really looking forward to it because we don't have lamb very often. I'm going to leave that here for now and I am going to get the kids sorted in their Easter t-shirts, and hopefully they sound like they're playing nicely. Rob got them some Lego as a treat, so they're both working together to make the Lego set at the moment, or they have been whilst I've been in the shower, which has kept them occupied for a good hour, so that's really cool. And yeah, I'll just show you what we've been doing, and I'll show you some clips of today if I film anything, and if I film anything tomorrow for Easter Sunday and our little Easter egg hunt, because the Easter bunnies come in this evening and they're going to be very busy hiding lots of little refillable eggs. Haven't gone crazy this year for Easter, because what I'm noticing more and more, and I mean it's been like this for a few years, hasn't it, but it's so commercialised, like there's nothing wholesome about Easter anymore. It's literally just stuff on stuff on stuff. So I don't mind doing an Easter egg hunt. I haven't gone crazy with chocolate and gifts. Normally I'd do them like a little Easter basket each, but you know what? I'm sick of stuff. My house is too full. I am at capacity. I do not want to buy bits of random plastic, and I'm sure Nana's done a little thing for him today as well, so I'm not buying into it anymore. We're celebrating it our way, which is a couple of chocolate eggs and a very small Easter egg hunt. But I'll hide the eggs very well and they can learn how to share, because we're having sharing issues at the moment. So yeah, I'm all for Easter, I'm all for celebrating, I'm all for making it special, but let's DIY it and let's not buy too much into the consumerism side of things, because I think it's excessive, like really excessive. So this is your reminder. For any event coming up, you do not need to spend a fortune. Just spend the time with them. And with that note, I'm off to go find out what I need to cook and what I need to pack up and get my kids sorted for Easter family day. I'll see you soon. This week's been a bit of a different one. So you will have seen already that I've done a short get ready with me from Saturday morning when we were going to a family party, and then I made dinner yesterday for Easter Sunday for my dad and his fiance. They came for Sunday lunch, so we had it at dinner time and we decorated the table very simply. We didn't do anything too crazy. We had traditional lamb for Sunday lunch. Not that we're very traditional in any other sense. The kids got up and had done an Easter egg hunt first thing in the morning and got their little presents from the Easter bunny. Like I said the other day, I didn't go crazy this year. My emphasis this year was definitely on our little traditions, which is wake up to an egg hunt in the morning and just time with family. So they got to play with the cousins on Saturday, or cousins from my side of family, most of them, on Saturday. And then Sunday came around, they got to spend the day with Grandad and his partner. They're getting giddy because my dad is getting married next year, so Delilah got to talk a little bit about being a bridesmaid, and that was really nice. And we're trying to get that organised, so it's just little things that they'll remember over stuff, because especially Easter and Christmas are probably like the biggest things for us. You get so much rubbish essentially, and even though it's well-meaning rubbish, it's obviously being bought because someone loves them and has thought about them, and it's really nice to be thought of, but you end up with a house full of stuff. So I don't mean to sound ungrateful in any of that, but I am trying to like pull back and not spend as much on stuff that will end up in the bin within a week, because I just think, the older I get, the more I think that the commercial side of celebrations is just that. It's just commercial. It's like emptiness. I would much rather spend 20 minutes colouring with them than buying them a piece of plastic, something that will end up in a bin in a week. You know, it's something that I have to remind myself of it as well. It's not something that comes naturally, because I am inclined, like a lot of people are, to follow certain trends, and I love the idea of Easter baskets, but if you're going to do an Easter basket, make it practical stuff, or make it things that you know that they're definitely going to use. This year we didn't do Easter baskets, and the kids were not disappointed. They didn't mention them. They get giddy about an egg hunt, and I did reusable eggs, which I used last year and the year before. They live in my loft all year round until Easter, and we had little mini eggs in there, or little bunny figures, or stuff that's edible, so it's not going to go to waste. But you could put anything in them, especially if you get the slightly bigger ones. Yesterday's lunch went really well, so I decorated the table slightly, but instead of using a tablecloth, we put drawing paper down. It's got a couple of rolls of drawing paper. Covered the table in that and let the kids draw pictures all over it before people got here, which gave them something to do whilst I was prepping, so I felt like that really worked. I also picked a couple of flowers out of my own garden, and I had been bought a bunch of tulips, so I kind of decorated the table with them as well. I will insert a clip about here-ish so you can see my little table set up, and it wasn't anything fancy. You know, I was missing napkins, and I was missing fancy matching knives and forks, because we've got 2 sets meant for like 4 people each set, so we don't have like a full 8 set or 6 set piece. So our cutlery is mismatched, our glasses were mismatched, our tablecloths made out of paper, but we had a really nice time. But yeah, it was really nice. The food turned out really lovely. I made lamb shanks in like a lamb and mint gravy, with mashed potatoes and carrots and broccoli and parsnips as well. So that turned out good. Everyone enjoyed it. Lots of clean plates. So I assume everyone enjoyed it. It was nice to do. I don't get the chance to cook for a crowd very often, because it's normally just me and Rob who eat that type of food anyway. Delilah did her best and literally tried everything, and Ewan had chicken nuggets, which is, that is just Ewan all over, chicken nuggets. Today we went, it's a bit of a weird one because for me it's a normal day, it's Monday, so I went to my grandma's and did my grandma's stuff, cleared up after the weekend, and I came back home, grabbed the kids some breakfast, and made Rob some breakfast, made myself some breakfast, and then we headed out and we met my brother and sister-in-law at a park over in Halifax, and we spent the morning / early afternoon with them. The kids played in the park, we had a chat and a catch up whilst they played football, and then we went on to the cafe and had ice cream. Well, the kids had ice cream. Everyone enjoyed it, I think, I hope. I've offered to have my nephew or one of my nephews at some point this week, because we have got this week off as well for the Easter holidays. So, I mean, the kids get on really well. So my nephew gets on with both Delilah and Ewan, so it's really nice when they play together. So having him around would be lovely. But I've left it kind of open. I didn't say it in front of him, so I won't like stirring any trouble, because I know how detrimental that can be. To mention a trip or an outing in front of a child and the parents are like, I should have said that, we were already busy. So that could possibly happen this next week. We are about to have Chinese for tea, because we haven't had Chinese for tea ever, and after such a busy weekend we are very peopled out, and the last thing we wanted to do this evening was to cook. So we are having Chinese, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to, because I don't think, we haven't had a proper Chinese in forever. We just haven't, so that's something to look forward to this evening. So if you hear a knock on the door or the elbow going or the dog barking, that's exactly what we'll be doing. Also tonight, I have decided that I'm going to have a bit of a self-care evening. I am going to do some journaling, because my head's been feeling very full recently, and I've been feeling quite triggered about a few things. I won't go into detail, I will spare you those head thoughts, because yeah, they're a bit random, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of my evergreen. I've got 2 weeks worth of pages to catch up on, so this one's a prompted journal and I've really been enjoying it. I don't normally do anything prompted or follow rules or regulations, but I've been keeping up with this one and I have pretty much done it every week, and if not, I've done it every other week to catch up. So I will be doing that tonight along with my regular journal, which I'll just brain dump into. But I bought a couple of bits from Boots the other day. I have a little, I think I videoed a little insert of what I'd bought and had been using in the shower prior to the get ready with me. I went for everything vanilla scented, and I haven't used vanilla scent in such a long time, because I can't even remember, it was a family member. A family member said to me that they didn't like the scent of vanilla. So then I just stopped using it, and it's like one of my favourite scents ever. So I've kind of gone, why am I not using that? And then ended up buying everything in vanilla scent. So I currently smell like vanilla. And that's exactly what I'm using, and I love it. And I find it a really calming scent. So I will continue to use vanilla as long as I see fit. But when I've had a vanilla shower, we'll call it a vanilla shower, I'm going to give these hand gloves a go. And my nails are in desperate need of some TLC. So I'm going to give these a go. And these things I got in like a little Boots pamper kit. So I spent so much at Boots and then they sent a free gift. These things were in that Boots free gift. I haven't used nail wraps in so long, but I'm looking forward to seeing if these are any good. Purely because I love having my nails like painted. It's not, I don't go to a salon, always do it myself. I love the look of painted and manicured nails, but I often feel at this time of year, especially when I'm gardening a lot, I've got my hands in the dirt, that nail polish does not last. So it's going to be really interesting to see if these little gel nail wraps are going to work. I did used to wear nail wraps a lot. I used to rep for a company called Jamboree, but I don't think they're in the UK anymore. They were good, but I don't believe they would have stood up to gardening. So these were going to be interesting, and they're a really nice red colour as well. So I thought it'd be nice to do that on a bit of a self-care evening. So that's where I'm going to leave this vlog. I'm sorry it's been a bit of a random one. There is no book update this week, just because I haven't read an awful lot at all. I need to get back on reading because I have a goal, 50 books for the year, and we are on book, I think we're on book 12 or 13, so we're not doing too bad, and I think it works out to almost a book a week. Bit, yeah, nearly. Not quite, is it? I'm 2 books shy of a book a week. So I can afford to have a little bit of time where I'm not reading. But I really, really want to start Calabasas. I just really want to start this one. I think this one is going to be good. So that's possibly going to be my read for this week if I get half a chance. It depends how busy we are, because again, I've kind of had one of those weeks where I said, oh, we'll do this, that and the other with different people, and then haven't written anything down or actually booked dates for these people, but said we would try and meet. So I'm hoping to see a few people this week, but not like overload myself, because I'm already quite peopled out from the weekend. She's very clawy. She wants the attention, but she don't want to be cuddled. She don't like being cuddled unless it's on her terms. So yes, I am not going to overload myself with people this week, but I am hoping to get a few little things in for the kids. And on Friday we are planning a day out. We are not entirely sure where the day out will be yet, because that's the day we're going to celebrate Ewan's birthday, even though it's on the Monday. So we'll have the day out on the Friday, and the weekend will be a quiet one to recover from all this to-in and throw-in for the Easter holidays, and then Monday might just be tea out. It might be take Delilah dancing and then have tea after Delilah's finished dancing at the local pub or wherever is suitable for children to eat around here. Yeah, so that's kind of our plan and where we're at the moment. But for now, I'm going to go, because I'm going to go find some plates to warm up for this Chinese food. I'm really hoping the kids are going to like it. I've no idea what Rob's ordered, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it in some way. That, or we'll have emergency chicken nuggets in the air fryer. You know, it's what we do when we've got sensory issues. We always make sure we've got emergency chicken nuggets in the freezer. And on that lovely note, I'm going to go warm some plates up and unhook the cat from my arm, because she's being very amorous right now. We hope you have a fabulous second week of your Easter holiday if you are having them. If not, work hard, stay hydrated, and don't forget to fill your own cup. We will see you next week. And don't forget, if you're enjoying the vlogs, please give me a thumbs up and maybe hit the subscribe button if you are returning, because it really does help. And I am ready to grow this YouTube channel ever so slightly, so any support is welcome and I am grateful for it. I will see you next Tuesday. I've probably said that about 3 or 4 times now, but see you next Tuesday. Bye guys.